category is I wonder. Now, this is where, all throughout life, we just have wonders. We just have things we think about, and we need to analyze and see, like, well, I wonder, could this happen? Does this happen? Why this happens? Can this happen? Let's go to the first wonder, the first one. Do cats have 9 lives? I truly wonder. I want to start with Coach Chanel. They do have 9 lives. Yes.
They do.
Live studio, how do you feel about Coach Chanel straight up saying yes? Okay.
Wow. I have 6 cats. So
you've had 6 cats?
Yeah,
oh my
they were
God.
born in my house.
Wow.
Right now I have 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they have 6 lives. They be jumping off,
doing
all types of stuff where I didn't think they would survive. It's like, yeah, you got 9 lives. I know.
them cats be having 9 lives. Let's go to Glenn. Glenn, do cats have 9 lives?
Listen, I'm going to get a little philosophical here, guys.
Do it. It's the last talk show.
It's not that cats have 9 lives. It's that the average human would have died about 9 times in a cat's lifetime. Because we're not as athletic. We don't have
can we clap that up one more
cat-like
time?
reflex.
That is genius. So I think that's maybe what some people say when a cat has 9 lives. Because for them to even hop up on an 8-foot wall, and I'm sure, Coach, now you've seen that a lot with your 6. Dang, I couldn't do that.
Saying cats have 9 lives is another way of saying, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
Yes, I feel that. Sergio?
I'm going to go, yeah. You know, it's just like they look at stuff and like, you know what? I can land that. And they land it. Just like I would eat like what he was talking about, you know what I mean?
Me too, Sergio. Clap that up. That's good. That's good. Now I do wonder when thinking of the iconic character Catwoman, and we have the lovely Halle Berry, or even the lovely Michelle Pfeiffer. I remember when she was getting blasted by Christopher Walken in Batman Returns, and like every shot was like, ooh, 8 more lives, ooh, 7 more lives. So I'm like, does that make sense, or does she literally have to be dead and then come back to life for that to be the next life?
Yeah, I feel like that would make more sense than, ooh, now you got this many lives. You need to die too.
That's what I think. It's not just a shot. We've all been shot. No. Well, we're not all Tupac, but some of us have, experienced bodily injury. Sergio, do you think Catwoman? I agree with Coach Chanel. It wasn't each time she was shot was losing a life, right?
I would say like, to lose a life, you gotta die.
You
by
gotta
definition,
die.
right?
Yeah.
Like, we can't there's a black and white of life and death, you know, and you can't blur it. Then
that's true.
Then you get this situation, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like she just got lucky, and that's one of her lives. You know, she's like 50 Cent, get shot like.
Yeah. I was about to say 52 Tupac. Glenn, any thoughts on Catwoman getting shot up and?
I'm just gonna say this. Catwoman, I think, was clearly hopped up on like some hardcore stimulants.
Me too. I agree.
Because there's a scene in Batman Returns where she puts a bunch of cans of Raid in a microwave and just does backflips down the street. You gotta be on something.
What are you doing?
You gotta be on something.
You are not thinking properly to do that. Michelle was different. She was okay. Last question on the comment. I don't know why I'm going off on cats. Halle Berry or Michelle Pfeiffer? Who's the better Catwoman? I'll start with Glenn.
Ooh.
Now you better say Halle, my brother.
I'm like, man, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. To be honest, man, I have not really watched a Batman movie in recent years to be able to make a fair comparison.
I agree. Clap it up. That's fine.
Just for nostalgia's sake. Michelle Pfeiffer is,
because Batman Returns was a better film than the Catwoman movie with Halle Berry. I think everybody agrees with that. Let me go to Coach Chanel. Coach Chanel, Halle or Michelle?
Oh, Halle Berry, just because I'm a fan of her. And she looks good in the
I'm a fan of Halle too. And Sergio?
I would say Halle. She's just more attractive, you know? Like
my brother.
Like you watch the movie, you're just like, hey, like, this is a good movie.
Yeah, because you're looking at Halle. Yeah, it's a good
She makes it a good movie.
She makes it pretty. Let's go to the next wonder. Should children be brutally honest? I'm gonna start with Sergio.
You know what? That's a good one because like I would say like you have to learn your social skills as a kid.
Yeah.
So you gotta test boundaries. You know, you gotta know like, can you really say that your friend has a big mole on his face or not? like you gotta learn. It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
So I would say like they can be just to like learn how to be normal humans when they grow up. You know.
Clap that up. That's good.
That's how I see it.
That's a good point. Let's go to Glenn. Glenn, should children be brutally honest?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like their natural state.
It is.
They haven't figured out like how to lie and like sugarcoat stuff. Like that's the only way a kid knows how to deliver information.
Right.
And a lot of the time it turns out to be funny.
Yeah.
It does.
You can't help but to
You gotta
laugh at it.
Unless it hurts. I'm gonna get to an anecdote. But Coach Chanel, should children be
Oh,
proven
I
guilty?
agree with both of them.
Yeah.
Like, both their statements are for real. Yeah.
I just think, because one, and it kind of hurt me, and I had to realize this is a child. But many years back, I did not have the best skin. Some pizza face, that kind of thing. And it was a little child, and they looked at my face, and first said, ew, and then said, what are all those holes on your face? And this boy was going in on me for literally, and what can you say to a child? Like, I'm like, oh, be quiet. I was just like, oh, okay, thank you. No, it's like really bad. And I was like, thank you. No, like, what's wrong with your face? And I was like, can you stop? Or I didn't say that because I don't know, his parents weren't there, but I didn't want to disrespect the child and like no, shut up, little monkey. You know, I'm still like, what are you doing to me? So I think I agree with y'all that it's good for them to then learn and develop. Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have told him what's wrong with your face, ew. But he didn't have to go in on me like that, y'all.
You know
It
what?
hurt.
I feel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clap it up, like you better. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Well, you're fresh. You looking fresh. You reminded me of Prince, 1986.
You know what? That's funny.
You better tap in with Prince.
Because I dressed up as Rick James for an 80s costume contest. And I lost to a Prince.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Dave played them both. Yeah. My boy
Dave played them both. Breakfast could wait.
Yep. Pancakes. Cultural analysis. This is arguably the best category on the show. This is where we look at that beast called Twitter. Twitter, the craziest things are posted on Twitter, no doubt. People have no filter. They say whatever they want. Unless you are Donald Trump, you can say whatever you want on Twitter and get